All right, Shalom boys here. Well, it is a nasty day out here in Western Kentucky. We got thunderstorms, we got tornadoes going off left and right. As you see, I got that pile over there, and you see how those blew off into the field. And let me tell you, man, this rain is coming down something hard. I mean, it was literally, it's just a river flowing through because we're in a valley. But as you see how that water's just coming through? I mean, it's just bad. You see trees down, branches down. Oh man, look at this. I mean, it could be worse. But it's bad out here. And these storms are going to continue to rage. Let's see what's going on with the creek. But you hear that? I can hear the water. I mean, it's bad out here. And there's nothing like that rain. I mean, these storms. You hear that rushing? Woo! Wait, look at that rushing water. Wow! I ain't never seen it this high. It's going up up over this embankment and everything. But again, thank y'all that it ain't hitting this embankment and it's going all the way around. Because you see all this wood that's here, but this is exactly what I wanted to prevent. Man! It's like a river flowing through here. I'm glad I had all this wood dumped because it would literally be destroying this embankment. And see, the water's coming down. I got to get the county to come and deal with this. Because this is coming from the street. But man, look at this water. Look at that. This is serious, man. But you see how all of this, the water's not hitting up against the edge here because of all of this wood. Man, look at that. That is a sight to see. Wow. Thanking y'all for all of this wood. I mean, that's just some serious flow right there. I mean, and again, this is a dry creek. This is where the water runoff comes. Gonna be careful. Oh. And I can tell where the water's coming from. The county got to come out and do something about that. This thing's been acting wacky. Got to get a new one. See, all this while I'm all standing on is if this all wasn't here, if all this wood wasn't here, that water, if all this wood wasn't here where I'm standing, that water right there would be right where I am right now. Some serious business. See that? So I'm talking about the driveway. And the flock, they out eating. They seem to be fine. The sheep pen seems to be okay. And they out getting after it. I can't even get over. Man, look at that. See, everywhere where I'm standing at now, the water would be hitting. Man. See that? Wow, look at that. You see how this is? I mean, you can take a swim in there. Folks don't realize how deep this water is. It got to be at least 10 feet deep because off this, the edge of the property right here, you see? Before I wouldn't be able to stand. I'm standing about 6 feet in from the edge. And you see how the wood is doing its job? You see that? Wow. I've never seen it this high. But you see how the water's rushing in? Man! I've never seen it this high. And you see how it's cutting away? You see how the wood pile up is preventing the water? It's doing what it's supposed to do. All this wood being dumped. And this is actually good because it's forcing the water to cut a straight path. Because again, if it didn't cut a straight path, it would be hitting up against this embankment all the way down. That a lot of wood has been sat here. We're gonna get more. See these big boulders and these big piles, man. We're gonna get. Keep on dumping here. Keep on dumping here, because you see how it's cutting. You see that right there? That's a good thing right there, because again, it'd be hitting towards this if none of this wood was here. Look at that water just gush in. That's exactly what I wanted to see right here. Boom. All of this is piling up. Get them to cut this down and continue to dump. That's what I wanted to see right here. I don't want it going like this, which is not anymore. It's going straight. Man. Mm-mm-mm. Some other trees down and stuff, some limbs down. But it's interesting because the next project, which is probably be the most expensive one, you see that? I mean, it all goes away, but still, you know what I'm saying? But the sheep, they're good. They're enjoying the limbs and branches down. Wow, you can tell that's a black walnut tree right there. Oh, good for black walnut tincture. But this is working out wonderfully. Man, look at that. See, if all this wood wasn't here, if all this dumping wasn't here, water always seeks the path of least resistance. See, on the other side, that tree fell. But man, land management, huh? Branches down, because all of this right here, I mean, all down, it's just covered with trees, and I guess for the most part, it's a good thing because it breaks the wind. Oh, but look at that, man. But this is doing what it's supposed to do. It is loud. See, it's going around this. But if all this wasn't here, it'd be hitting up against this. This is good firewood. I should have had them dump, but I know they're going to have just a ton more to be delivered. Let's see what's going on over here. I guess it calms down over here because it's just wider. So it's no risk of erosion over here. It's coming down again. But I tell you, this weather is something else. The pears coming in. But more coming later on, they said. More is coming. Wasn't too bad. But yeah, stay prayed up. This weather's just getting worse and worse and worse. Y'all stay blessed. Shalom.